Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jalen. Today I'm going to be talking about the homeless, I don't know what to call it, the homeless outlawing in California. Today I'm going to be talking about Fresno, and I'm going to just try to cover all the towns that I can when I see articles on them. Today I have 2 articles, and I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to read, oh, is that a bee? I'm going to read part of the articles to you guys, and you just let me know how you like this kind of style. So, also, disclaimer, I'm not a licensed psychiatrist, psychologist, law enforcement, or medical professional. So, any facts that I give are facts that have been proven by other professionals, or not other professionals, but actual professionals, and the other things I talk about are just my opinion. Okay? So, this article is by the Fresno Bee. This was 13 hours ago. It says Governor Gavin Newsom, Fresno's mayor and city council chose to make homeless people suffer. Just because the Supreme Court decides the city or state is allowed to do something doesn't mean that it has to do it. This means that the city can opt out of this, which I didn't know that. I was wondering how, I think it was LA I was reading an article about. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to have to double check that. I think it was LA. So, quote, California's governor, however, has chosen to make homeless people suffer. Not only did he choose to say it's cool to destroy what little they have protecting them from extreme heat and cold, he made it mandatory to do so. Those cities that don't raise encampments will be penalized financially. So, okay, that just sounds like catch-22, right? So, can you deny it or can you not deny it? Because if you deny it, he says that, well, actually, that makes sense. If you deny it, he said he's not going to give you your funds. But wouldn't that make it against the Constitution, right? Because if you're allowed to deny these, well, the city's allowed to deny this because it's human rights, and you say, well, I'm going to take your funding away. Isn't that against the Constitution? I think that itself is against the Constitution. I'm not sure. Okay. And Gavin Newsom didn't stop there. He vilified the homeless as stains on our communities and our state's reputation, as if what they suffer from, the reasons they are homeless, or the actions that cause them to be homeless are their fault and theirs alone. Locally, Mayor Jerry Dyer and the Fresno City Council have done the same, put the blame squarely on the homeless. And I have to agree with that. I blame there being homeless people at all on the economy. Because you know what, you can go to third world countries and there are people in huts, they're allowed to camp. Everybody and everywhere around the world makes a home for themselves. Okay? Now, whether you purchase a home in the city or you go out to the edge of the city or out of the city in the woods and you build a home for yourself, you make a home no matter where you are in the world. California? Nope. No. And no, I'm not saying that I agree with the tent cities on what I've seen before. A tent on the grass in front of McDonald's. Literally, yes, that was downtown Sacramento. And you could be walking down the road, and there's tents lined up and down, or there's tents along the railroad tracks, like endless, and there's trash everywhere. And I'm not saying I agree with that. However, we are not allowed to camp in the forests. Just go camping in the forest. That is not allowed. Forestry will run you off. If you get caught, you will get a big fine just for surviving. Now, if you're in the city, you will get a big fine just for surviving. And this did not say this the homeless camps that are all dirty and deranged and full of people, doing illegal substances and consuming spirits that get them intoxicated. No, it does not say that. It does not say people who take care of their camps and are polite to them around them and who are seeking jobs. This did not also include the fact that stores should be hiring homeless more often. Make it an effort to hire homeless more often. If he had said that, they would be hiring homeless people more often, but no, no one hires homeless. It's very rare that you see someone who's, I don't want to say homeless person because that just sounds so insensitive, but someone who is homeless actually get a job. And it's not because they're not applying, because I guarantee they are. It is because they're not getting hired. Okay? You could put in hundreds of applications. You know how much time that's going to take? That takes as much time as a full-time job. Yet, they get denied time after time. You could show up there with a brand new pair of clothes, clean yourself. You go in there looking like you got a home, right? They learn you're homeless. Nope, not getting hired. Or maybe they've seen you walking around, right? They've seen you walk around town. This person maybe knows you're homeless, so they don't hire you. So even though you use someone else's address, they're not going to hire you. You know, try to explain that gap between employment, right? Why does that matter? What is it your business why I have a huge gap between my employment times? Oh, you don't like that I have a huge gap between employment times? Let me guess. Is it because nobody will hire me? Because the economy's so bad? And unless I have a smooth, slickety clean record, still live at home with my parents, never moved out, have the same PC since I was 12, you won't hire me? I think that's a whole bunch of baloney. Anyway, this goes on to say, I would like to know exactly what Gavin Newsom has in mind after his order to rid the state of homeless encampments. Where does he plan to shelter these individuals whose only place to sleep has been taken from them? It is entirely useless to propose an idea that will only inevitably cause bigger problems. Unless Newsom or anyone in support of his cold and thoughtless executive mistake has created an emergency plan to rehome or shelter these people, leave them alone. It sickens me to be part of a country that would rather bully its own most vulnerable residents when we should instead be offering them a solution. And this is right. Basically, you're saying, I'm sorry, that I'm not sorry, that no one will hire you. Or maybe you're disabled. Maybe, there's a lot of people who can't work. There's a lot of people who, even though they can work, they can't get there. We're not going to hire you. We're not going to not hire you. We're not going to provide you transportation or anything, any kind of help. Because you know what's crazy about when you kick a dog and you hurt it and it's laying there, you need to help it back up, right? I wonder how many times Gavin Newsom or all these other people have gotten loans or some kind of help. They were screwed or going to be screwed, so they needed help from someone. You're telling me Gavin Newsom has never needed help a day in his life? I don't believe that. This is ridiculous. And yes, I am upset about this. Okay, now another one. Let's see if I can do this like this. I'm trying to hold this. I have my tablet. Okay. This one's crazy. This one sounds like Hitler, Germany. Okay, this is from Fresno Land. Fresno City officials eye purchasing correctional facility for the homeless. The county has other plans. Are you kidding me? So you're going to take them to a correctional facility? Are you kidding me? And don't tell me, well, they're going to make it where it's not like a correctional facility. They're not going to spend that much money to build a correctional facility just to spend that much money to take all these parts, all the gates down, and make it not like a correctional facility. You are kidding me. You are delusional. They're not going to make it not like a correctional facility. Oh, well, they're going to run it where it's not like a correctional facility, right? They're going to let you come and go as you please. Right. How is that going to work? So they're just going to let you go and just like a shelter, They're going to let you go. It's 20 minutes out of the city of Fresno, and they don't even know if they're going to make it forced or not. They don't even know if they're going to force the homeless to live in this correctional facility. Are you kidding? I need to quit saying that because no, they're not kidding. This is actually going on. Okay. Quote, Fresno city officials are bringing forward a proposal to acquire a county-owned correctional facility to increase the number of homeless shelter beds in the Fresno region. The Elkhorn Correctional Facility near CAR, like CARUTHERS, lies 15 miles south of Fresno. I've heard someone else say 20. It's currently owned by Fresno County, but council member Miguel Arias said it could be part of the city and county's homeless response, with both jurisdictions clamping down on homeless encampments. Okay, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Okay, yep. Okay, quote, it's too soon to understand how that would work out, Arias told Fresno Land. He also said most of the logistics for the Elkhorn facility proposal still need to be hammered out. Like, what? So, when you scroll down, it's not a practical idea, Mendez told Fresno Land. We're not interested in it. We already have other uses for that facility, saying, please do not put them in here, please. Well, someone in part of the Supreme Court is begging them not to, well, not Supreme Court, but people working in the city. Quote, in years past, the city of Fresno has set aside funds for redevelopment of that facility, and we've worked with the sheriff's department. Mig Sig told Fresno Land. There is some discussions about creating a new training facility out there that sheriff's deputies and other sheriff personnel would have an opportunity to utilize. Okay, so they're offering. Okay, so if we're gonna look at this from like a humble point of view, they're offering to make this facility a shelter. Okay, a shelter for Fresno. The Fresno homeless. Now, I don't think it's going to work out like that. I absolutely don't, because not everything... You think, you add every idea that you think sounds good, and then you think of every possible scenario, and every possible scenario is how it's going to go, because that's just how it is. It's human nature, right? Anyway, so you think about it that way, the perfect way, and then someone is like, no, we want it, we want to use it, we want to use it. What? That's selfish. Okay, if we think of this from a completely positive worldview, that's selfish. That's crazy. Okay. Will in-house people be jailed, and how would inmate population be affected? Mixed said he does not think the county jail's inmate population will be greatly impacted by bans on public camping and encampments. However, he noted it depends on how encampment bans are enforced by local jurisdictions and police agencies. Depending on how cities implement their new encampment ban ordinances, if they push hard on those and make lots of arrests, then yes, it will have an impact on our jail. They just released thousands of people from jails. Thousands and thousands and thousands. Tens of thousands. He added that Fresno County Sheriff's John Zanone's approach, people's got weird names, right, would be to take unhoused people to county jail only as a last resort. So as a last resort, you're going to take me to jail. What? Well, not me, but I'm going to take them to jail. Like, are you serious? At July 26th news conference, city officials promised harsh law enforcement action upon unhoused people who refuse ordered services. Dyer said, it's time to hold our unsheltered population accountable, regardless of bed space in Fresno. Okay, I'm going to end this here. Like, he says that, yes, he's going to hold our unsheltered population accountable. So we are going to hold the homeless. Here's the rest of the article. You guys can pause if you're curious. You're going to hold them accountable for having nothing, for the economy that you messed up. You're supposed to be the ones hiring people, firing people, determining how much taxes are, helping the economy, helping freight and truckers, and in charge of the, the jab job, and you're in charge. You know how many people lost their jobs because they refused to put something in their body that they didn't want to? Yes. And you may think, oh, sorry, there's a bee in my hand. You may think, oh, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you sacrifice your whole career for that? Because that's my health. That's my right. It's my body, not yours. Okay? Yet, you fire people. Isn't that against the law? Isn't that supposed to be, is that supposed to be, what's it called? Against your human rights? Forcing a medical procedure, which you can't even do, even when you're strapped down in as a vegetable in the hospital bed. They can't even force medical procedures. You have to fill out all that stuff at some point in your life that says, do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this. So, what? Okay, anyway, you guys, thank you for watching the video, and please like the video if you like it. Please comment your opinions, your thoughts and opinions, positive or negative, and subscribe to my channel, and share this video. Alright, thank you guys. God bless. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed night. Bye.